Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I've been having a play again with the Christmas Gleaming set. I love it. And the nesting stitch dies. And I like a diorama card. I've made a bit of a boo-boo. This seems to want to just flop back and forth for some reason. Don't know why, because I cut it perfect, but I've done this. It's so cute. I wanted my Merry Christmas on the inside there, but the baubles like tuck away from it a bit. So what I did, I just planted another bauble in there, and I've done the berries down the bottom, which you can't see through the card very well unless you tilt it a little bit. But this time I'm going to make sure my paper is slightly, a fraction, a millimetre smaller, I think, so it pulls it tight. Because when it's pulled tight like that, it sits perfect. But for some reason it wants to bow, so I've made the mistakes so you don't have to. Oh, I saw a card very similar on Pinterest. I thought, oh, I haven't done a diorama card, and that was on my list of things the ladies suggested I do. See, if I pull that nice and tight, look, it's perfect now. Wants to sit beautifully. This one fits in. Yeah, that's another thing you can tell. It's buckling underneath, so I know it's slightly larger. So when this gets laid down flat, it should be flat, and it will fit in a 6x6 envelope. So, but yeah, let's rectify my little problem. So with the nesting dies, I decided to use DSP inside to save me decorating the cardstock inside. And with the two layers that I cut out, one is the largest and the other one is the next size down, I just you can put some white card on the back of this now and turn it into a beautiful gift tag. So you could actually pop that on a present with the name on the front, and this could be their card. And it's all been apart. See, look, when I'm pulling it straight, it's perfect. And the same down the bottom. It's just bowed a little bit. That's what it is. So let's make sure. Right, card pieces. Whoops. This is just plain white card, just to go in the back. It's not whisper white, but this is. And they're both 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. You're going to need 2 pieces of card. And another thing, this wrap round the front, I want this. So I'm going to attach my paper on the inside at the back, and I'm going to wrap this so the edges are on the back. These two you'll need are 7 1/4 by 5 3/4, and this is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. I'm just going to take this tiniest, oops, little slither off it, just so, like I'm saying, the paper stands nice and tight. So let's measure that I've got this right. 5 3/4, and I'm just going to pull it over a fraction. Just take a little slither off, tiny little slither, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. 5 3/4 there, and then a little slither, tiniest little slither. Keep everything nice and tight. So you're going to need your scoreboard now. And basically we're just going to score both these pieces at 1 1/2 at both ends as 1. There's 2. And then your 5 3/4 piece, I'm going to, don't matter which way around that pattern goes, lovely, isn't it? So I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to score this at 3/4, flip it round and score that at 3/4, so it's 3/4 either end. And I'm just going to burnish those backwards. I mean, you could use cardstock, a different colour tone if you want. just going to take one of these and burnish those. Making sure the paper lines up, top and bottom as well. So this is going to be the back piece. This piece now we are going to attach in here, like so. That seems a lot tighter fit. Beautiful. But first of all, we're going to grab our dies. You don't want to fold these back and then die cut it out. You want to pop this in that way. So you want equal either side and top and bottom. So give me 2 seconds, I'll be back. So like I'm saying, save these pieces and make yourself a gift tag. So that's the largest. And then again with this you want to do the same distance either side and top and bottom. It's a case of just eyeballing it. You could measure if you want to, but it's too much hassle. It's just that they're going to see that. Perfect. Just layer those two up, pop a little hole in it there. Got a wonderful gift tag. Beautiful, lay that up. Same distance either side. It's worth it. Most people would throw them in the bin. Don't throw them away, make tags out of them. I used the tag hole punch in the triple punch there, but I think with this next one, so you haven't got just a card, you've got a ready-made tag as well. And I use tape as well, so I'm going to use glue this time. Use a bit of the old wet stuff. You could just cut a piece out in white and stick it on the back as well, so you could write on there. I'm just going to use my little crocodile. I'm going to use the smallest one. Pop that in the centre. Oh, there it is. There we go. Got a nice. Oh no, I might do the big one actually. But now I know where my hole is, I can just go over that. And there I got a bigger tag. So I've made a tag and I'm making a card all out the same. See, I use that one and it not very good. Can't get it bang in the centre, but this one you can. So you've got two gorgeous gift tags and we're making cards as well. Fabulous. So I'm taking my Whisper White to one side and this is just going to get glued in there. It doesn't have to be the same size. It's just there for a backing. You don't even have to do that. You could put DSP on the back if you wanted. I'm using my DSP as the second insert. God, I haven't made one of these for ages. Just keeping the distance either side generally about the same, and it's not overhanging. So this time I'm going to stamp an ornament. I won't stamp the Merry Christmas, and I'll come in further with the holly bush so you can see it through the. Oh my goodness, I'm having so much trouble with this pin. I think my nozzle just needs a good cleaning. So So I'm just sticking with the Pretty Peacock all the way through. I'm not changing it for black or anything like that. So I'm going to get one of the ornaments, doesn't matter which. We're going to stamp on these as well. And I'm just going to pop one just roughly in the centre. That is so sweet, and we're going to need that again in a minute. So with the holly, again, I'm coming down a little bit lower, and I'm coming up a lot higher. That pretty, I love it. So we don't need the holly again. I'll get my cloth and clean these as I go. Perfect. So to check now, you can just, so what I'm going to do, I am going to make sure they go on the side, and I can see my little pattern now inside. Oh, that's a lot straighter. A hell of a lot straighter. That is going to work beautiful. It's not going to bow, it's not going to buckle. It's going to look lovely. Yay! Do, 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 do. So let's set that to one side, because we want to do a bit of stamping. I've done 2 of each, and I've put dimensionals between them. It's just that when you see them at an angle, you can pretty much judge what's going on. Let me get my cloth. I'm a clean freak, sorry, when it comes to my stamps. And you just want 2 of each. Beautiful. Perfect. I think my fingers are covered in green ink, yeah. It's now fresh. And my little one. I love this set. I'm glad that it came with punches and not dies. I like dies, don't get me wrong, but I prefer a punch any day. It's so much quicker and easier. So I'm just going to fold that away for a minute. And I'll fetch it back out a sec. So what I did as well, utilised all this paper. Where is the ink again? Oops, I'm just not trying to... And I'm going to cut that out by hand. And then we just got those, what I did on here, I just tone on tone with the little snowflake dots, just all the way around. You could do that, you know, just it's entirely up to you what you want to do with those. I think they fit round this edge just perfect. You could do it down the sides as well if you wanted. They're super cute. Don't want to press too hard because they do get caught around the edges as well. Perfect. There we go. Love it. Love it. So stamping's done. Always click it into place. Right, now I need to cut these out. Oh girls, I've just got a fresh cup of coffee. Oh, well, I'm a bit close there. I might have to do that one again. Let's see. Oh no, I've still got space to cut that out. Perfect. Let me just cut the bottom of that paper. Sorry about the jing. It's all about being frugal, isn't it, with things like this. So there's the large punch. Here's my little small one. Love it. Perfect. That shut off to there. So I'm just leaving a tiny little white border all the way around as well. It's cute. There we go. And we've not wasted any paper whatsoever. Oh, I love it. Right, now I'm just going to turn one of each over. Grab some dimensionals. And then I'm having a small one on the top of each. I've changed my mind on what I'm going to use now. I used the gold thread on there. It's lovely, don't get me wrong. I think it's a bit too wide. So I've got oh my goodness, what's wrong with that cord? I have got my green thread, which will look a lot better. And I'm doing them face down because you're not going to see the back, but if you look at it at an angle, you might see down the side, hence the reason I've doubled the two up. I'm just going to cut thread now. Battery's still okay for a minute. Just lick your fingers, Gaynor. Yes, I know. Right. Oh, it's come off. Oh, quick, let's get that back in there. Give that a good squeeze. One more to go. They're cutesy cards, aren't they? Last one. Give them a good squash down. It's just for dimension. I know I've cut a little bit too much of the thread, but soon I have enough than not enough. We can always trim off the bits at the end. Look at me, I'm covered in green ink. So now we can start to attach. So this one I made sure was down the bottom, and hence the reason we've doubled them up. I've got some little tape here. I'm going to line that up. Oh, she says. And just secure that down at the back. And the same with string. Perfect. So you can just have a quick look. That is so cute. Love it. And we can decide where we want, if we're going to have this one. I think what I'll do with this one, I'll attach this one to the front of the card by there. Because you want them in different dimensions. Not that difficult, is it? I always rush. I don't, it's my own biggest downfall then, because I rush and rush things. And I shouldn't. I should just take my time right now. So that is on the front. Well, that's well and truly stuck. That is so sweet. Let me just burnish the score lines. Let's just double those over, have a look. So that one's going to be at the back. Not of this card, but oh, look at that, it's so sweet. And then the other one, we can hang this at the back. So I can add a dot of glue there. Just a little bit. Have this a little bit higher up. You can't even see the string on that one, but I'm going to add it anyway. Oh, this Stampin' Up scissors is so crap. I've had them 4 years and they've never ever ever cut and ribbon. So one's tucked behind, one's in front, this one's on this side, and they're all layered. Isn't that cute? Love it. Right, I'm going to attach that on the front there. Making sure it's nice and straight before it goes off. Looks okay to me. So, right, now this piece. What I'm going to do, I am going to glue that centre and fold that across. And make sure that is bang on level. And push that across. So we know that stands that way. And then we can lay that on flat. Perfectly flat. Glue that one. I'd added tape see the last time on the first one, trying to line it up along the edges, and then ended up getting it not properly. So I'm pushing that as far down as I can, bringing that across again. So now we know it's nice and flat, so when we do have our card, yay, there's no bulking. You should be able to get that flat both ways. This is on dimensionals, that's why that one's standing up the way it is. Just get rid of that glue. Nobody's going to see it, Gaynor, stop it. So, look how smooth and straight that is now. Beautiful. Absolute perfect. So it's going to fold flat. And you can see my baubles, and you can see the holly in there now. Better. And then, oh my goodness, this is going to get attached to here, and our seams are at the back, and then this will all lie flat for our cardstock. Love it. Right, let's get this glued. Just going to do one side at a time because the glue does go off pretty quick. So, stand my card up. Making sure they come edge to edge. And give that a quick burnish. That is perfect. And then that piece. Right. Oh, what am I doing now? Right, getting a start. What are you doing? It all needs to fold flat. Have I done something wrong again? I think I've come across the score line. I have a little tiny fraction. But I haven't. It's there. Oh, it's folding flat. Oh, I keep doubting myself. That's what it is. So I'm going to burnish that cut. Now this is flat. I'm going to lift my flap up. And I'm going to burnish this. Perfect. Burnish those two together. There's our flat card, and then when it stands up, it is done. That little one there may need a little adjustment, but look how sweet that is. Oh, I love it. I love that you can see the berries now. This one's just a little bit dangly. I'm just gonna, if I can get in there, just gonna tug on that a little bit. That's it. That is so cute. I love that. And it folds flat like I'm saying. I have got now some gorgeous little stars. I'm running low actually. I might have to go and buy some more. Oh my goodness. My pen. Dear Mr. Boyson juggling up the stairs. I told him I was going to record. He forgets. He's got, we call him Dory because he's got a 3-second memory. He doesn't remember things well. Let me just fetch mine. Where have they gone? There they are. So I've got 2 of my little original stars and I found the large ones. So I'm going to pop one of these large ones. It's going to go right down here. Above our Merry Christmas. And my 2 little ones. I'm going to have one in this corner. No, I'm not. I'm going to have one in this corner. And I'm going to have one down here and in this corner. I need to get more. And that is our wonderful little diorama card and gift tags at the same time. Oh my goodness. It should fold flat either way. I'm going to do something with that string. I might secure that on there a bit better as well. But I might just add fresh string on there. What it is that tape underneath. That's better. There we go. So we've got 3 levels of our string as well. Just pulling that so it's nice and tight. That is beautiful. What do you reckon? There's our beautiful Christmas Gleaming diorama cards and gift tags to match. Oh, I love it. I hope you like it too. I'm going to do something with that string. Do you like the thicker? I like the thinner. You see more of your card that way. They do fit inside a 6x6 envelope. And I've got 6x6 cello bags as well. So I'm good to go. So, and the seams on this one are from the back now. So a lot tidier than this one. So yeah, like I say, I like to make the mistakes so you don't have to. I just needed that card to be a fraction smaller so that, like this one now, it does stand up and it's perfect. Perfect. So there we go. Love both of them actually. They're so super cute. There you go. Pop. This one's a popping card. Pop. Once you pop, you can't stop. So there we go. Hope you enjoy. Maybe it's because I've used DSP instead of thicker cardstock. Maybe I should have used thicker cardstock. But I just wanted to decorate the inside more. So thank you for watching. What you could do is actually use cardstock, lay your DSP on top, glue it every square inch, then cut your section out. And then you would have the really strong centre. But they cards, they're going to be opened, they're going to be closed, they're going to be thrown away after Christmas, probably, knowing my cards. I don't know many people that save their cards. I save every single one of mine, so. But there we go, and our gorgeous gift tags as well. So I'd love a thumbs up and a share. That would be amazing. And please, if you've not subscribed already, please do. I do tend to post every single day. I was going to use, believe it or not, DSP as well on the outside as the wrap, but I realised it wasn't going to be strong enough, so I'd already cut this, so I decided to take them off. So if you want anyway, you could add some gold strips down the side with your DSP. They'd fit lovely, wouldn't they? Add extra decoration to your card. Should I do that now? That one's trimming off. See where the score line is? Let me just give that. Oh, everything's on top. Just 2 seconds. There we go, there's my trimmer. Let's pop that one to one side. Squash all that down. I'm going to take these down to 1 3/8. not just sure. There we go. Oops, that's my tape at the back. Now it's stuck to me, it won't come off. And I'm going to take it down to 5 5/8. This one I think is about this. It needs a fraction coming off. So if I cut it this way I can see. Perfect. And then take that down just a little fraction. I can then take these off. Yeah, I was going to use the DSP as the back wrap as well, but let's just add these as decoration instead. So there, because they're 1.5, you'd only need them 1 3/8. Extra support as well. Perfect, so it's got a decoration down the sides as well. I think that's adorable. That is just the cutest. I need something to secure that a bit more, I think. Yeah, just I might add another bit of tape behind the back there just to make sure it's nice and tight. But there we go, I'm done. My card looks absolutely gorgeous. Who wouldn't want one of those given to them? It's bugging me now, see this is. I'll tell you what I'm going to do as well. Just let me hold that in place. It doesn't take long for this stuff to go off. It is brilliant. Oh my goodness, that is 1,000,000 times better. Perfect. Done it! Yay! Gaynor on a mad one. I don't like to leave projects nearly finished. I'd sooner finish them. So there we go. Gift tag as well. There's 1. There's 2. I'm going to add DSP down the side off camera just to make sure they look absolutely gorgeous. So, thanks for watching. Come back again soon. See you tomorrow. Bye.